All right, y'all, check it out. YouTube. All right, so today we're gonna react to some like disturbing stuff. So this is gonna be graphic. I think it's gonna be graphic. I don't know. It's scary. It's supposed to be true scary stories. So if you're new here, my name is Carlos. What we're doing is reacting. We're gonna watch a video and just go off of that. You know what I mean? But my name is Carlos. If you're new here, the original video will be tagged down below. Like my video if you can, please, por favor, gracias. Okay, all right. So we're gonna go ahead and get it started. Bear with me while I shrink this down. Don't go nowhere just yet. Give me a chance, please. Just give me a chance. All right. So yeah, we're gonna start it now. Let's go. Ooh, scary. Oh.
In April 2019, a YouTuber named Jason uploaded a video to his channel, Abbey Mountain Trekkers, in which he recorded footage of his solo overnight trip to the mountains. His channel is...
Bro, I don't know why I like watching these camping videos. I like to watch like scary encounters. And the last video that I did a reaction on this on, I did it like 3 days ago. It's about to hit 1,000 views. So I'm like, all right, this did good. Let's try to repeat the process. You know what I mean? I'm interested in watching it. So it's like, we're going to run it back and just, you know, like if you find something that works, then stick with it, right? So that's all I'm doing, you know? Let's do it.
It's dedicated
My
to
bad.
all things outdoors, in which Jason frequently uploads videos of his adventures hiking, camping, and surviving in the woods. In this particular video, his hike up to the mountain is pretty uneventful, and as soon as he arrives at the campsite, Jason begins setting up his tent and shows his viewers how he starts a fire.
Bro, it's so fire how they do all this.
As he waits for the day to end, he tries his luck at spook.
I want to do camping videos. After watching these, like, now I want to go camping. I know how to camp, but this is, what they're doing, this is extreme, like, camping. Some of these guys go in extreme weather conditions, like I have said in the other video that I did. Like, they go out there, bro. You have to know what you're doing, because a lot of the situations they're in, the average person that don't know much about being out in the wild, in the wilderness, would not survive, you know? So go camping at your own risk in these conditions if you want to do it. You know, start small. Work your way up.
And this is when he reports a strange sound coming from the top of one of the mountains, but he writes it off as a bird or some other small animal and continues setting up for the night. At about 9 o'clock, he turns his camera off to go to bed, but less than an hour later,
I really hope that these stories are true and I'm not getting bullshitted by goddamn internet, goddamn YouTube.
He wakes up to a strange sound that he says he's never heard before in his life. He mentions it sounded like some sort of guttural animal call, but because it came from pretty far away, he couldn't identify what it was.
I'm still rattled. I've never heard anything like that in my life. It sounded like a mix between almost like a pig.
It's a devil, bro. Goddamn demon.
Some kind of... No, I'm not even...
Goddamn demon. What the hell? Yeah, that's some demon shit, bro.
Velociraptors communicate with each other.
Bro, I'll get the hell on up out of there. Why? If you hear something like that, bro, pack up the bags, put the fries in the bag, or pull out the switch. You know what I'm saying? I know these campers got guns on them.
Still shaken after the rude awakening, he tries to go back to bed, but just a few hours later at around 1 a.m., he wakes up again to what he describes as the sound of something or someone circling his tent.
Whatever it is, it's close.
There's a lot of animals out. Oh, hear it? Shh.
Hear that? Whatever it is, it sounded like there was 2 or 3 of them, and it started.
Bro, you never know what's out there. Like, when I see shit like this, I think of the movie, like, The Hills Have Eyes. Y'all ever seen The Hills Have Eyes? Like, I wonder if there's really, like, some creepy shit out there like that. But I'll guarantee, like, most of the time, it's probably just, like, an animal walking around, like a raccoon. A bear could go by, you know what I mean? A deer. It could be a number of things, but, like, sometimes I want to believe there is, like, some demonic stuff out there. Because I believe in God. I'm a firm believer of Jesus, right? So if there's a God, bro, there's a devil too, you know? If you're going to believe in God, there's the story of the Bible. But then they say, bro, like, we are religious, you know? This is someone's opinion that I heard that. They said that we're believing religion like the Bible and God to give us something to believe in to take our mind off of things. But how do you really think that we were made? Like, what did we form from? What made us? Like, how did we become alive? Like, what did someone do? Like, you ever think of that? I think of that all the time. Like, where did we come from? Like, how were we formed? What are we made of? How? I don't, you know what I mean? Like, something out there greater than, you know what I mean? Like, super great. Like, I don't know, greater than anything in the world. Like, something invented us. Someone invented us. And it's, yeah, I can't wrap my mind around it. I trip out. Like, where did we come from? What are we? We're out in the middle of nowhere in space, floating. Like, what are we? I think about that all the time, and it just gets me. Like, okay, I don't know. What do you guys think?
I camp. Went around my perimeter.
If you look closely at the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, you can see the reflection of what appears to be one or two sets of eyes as he pans his flashlight over them. Although there are many animals with eyes that reflect light at night, based on the fiery white color of the reflection, it's very likely that Jason was being observed by wolves or coyotes. Dogs' eyes will also give off a white reflection, but considering that it was around 1 a.m. when this happened, it's unlikely that a dog would be walking around in the mountains so close to his campsite. Coyote and wolf attacks on humans are rare, as both species tend to avoid human contact, but they can still become very aggressive if they feel threatened, especially if they have pups nearby. If this were the case, Jason would be in grave danger, but chillingly, he doesn't even seem to notice the eyes watching him as he scans the area with his flashlight. Luckily, he went back to his tent and slept safely through the night. When he woke up the next morning, he recorded another update for his viewers, but he never mentioned the eyes that his camera had captured the night before, suggesting he might have never noticed. After this video, there were no additional updates on the incident. In 2021, YouTuber Matt Fields spent the night in a dark cave in the middle of nowhere
in
Australia.
The desert, bro. Told him about damn Kangaroo Jack and all that, ain't it?
An unsettling experience he had in that cave and dared him to spend the night there alone. Matt's channel is a bit more extreme than other outdoor exploration channels, and his videos often feature him leaving civilization behind and going to remote locations for days, living only off the fish he catches and the animals he hunts. In the video, he mentions that he didn't bring any water to the trip, hoping to find water to drink in the cave. After about 4 hours of walking, he finally
Bro, that is extreme, like what I'm saying. He's out there in the middle of nowhere in the desert, bro. In the desert. With no water. Expecting to find water in a cave. Like, these dudes, like, it gives them I feel like, it gives them like an adrenaline rush or something. I don't know. Like, for me, I'm bringing some, some Aquafina or something, some Crystal Geyser. I don't know.
The cave and
I
climbs
need
down
water,
a
bro.
man-made ladder inside.
Some top ramen noodles, you know what I mean? Some marshmallows, some Hershey's, some crackers. Make some s'mores while I camp. These dudes go to the extreme measures.
Venturing deeper inside the cave, Matt crawls into the different holes he finds to see if any of them lead anywhere. Around this time, he started hearing a couple of rocks falling near the entrance and the sound of some sort of animal walking around. At one point in the video, he mentions he feels like he's being watched, and things get a little more disturbing at around 11 p.m. when he begins to eat his baked beans for dinner.
Can of beans.
That is beautiful.
Baked beans.
But hey, look, I respect what these guys do. They separate themselves. They separate themselves from humanity. They detach themselves from the world. You know what I mean? Like, get the feel. Go touch some grass. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what life's about. Experiencing things like this. But these dudes are doing it to the very extreme, and I respect it. People die going out there and doing this, and they go out doing what they love to do. But it's very serious when it comes to this. You got to be careful.
In a haunted cave. Oh my God. That was the sound. That is the sound. Did you hear that? Look at my arms. I got full goosebumps. It's the chains moving when I climb down the ladder. It's a big, heavy, thick chain. Wind can't move that. Holy.
Yo, my bad. If you're watching on Kick, bro, I'm gonna start paying attention to my Kick chat more because Kick be showing love, bro. And I never look at the chat. Like, my followers just been going up and up and up on there. I've been turning my bad for interrupting the video, but yeah, shout out to Kick. I'm gonna start paying attention. Maybe start streaming on Kick more because people show love on there. They follow. I've already hit 43 followers. I am so sorry. I need to start looking at it, bro. I forget that I stream on there because I'm mainly on YouTube and Twitch. But on Kick, people are always pulling through. I need to find out how to put the chat onto the screen so I could see it, you know? You guys don't pop up on the screen. You pop up on YouTube and you pop up on Twitch, but I don't know. I just haven't really been leaned towards Kick like that, but I'm paying attention to you now, bro. I'm here. I'm watching what you say, and I appreciate you being here very much. Thank you, bro.
When Matt recorded this video, it wasn't a windy night at all.
So this is a trip. Look, I like watching this extreme. Put the audio on for Kick chat. Oh, I could do that? Oh, okay. After this video, I'm going to do that.
And the fact that the chain is moving can only mean that there's someone or something down there with him.
That chain moved just then. It is 100% now. I heard it before.
I'm just trying to figure out what I want to lean more towards, you know, because I want to use Twitch, but my Kick following is growing so quick that on Twitch, it took me months and months and months to gain 117 followers, bro. Within like 2 weeks on Kick, I gained 43 followers. And say you do that all year, bro, you're going to keep going and going and going and going up, you know?
I'm 100% certain it's the chain that I walk in that you climb down.
We're going to check that out in a minute. Let's finish this. After this video.
You can't move that chain with wind. It's way too heavy. There is no wind coming in here. There's no wind even for Holy.
Something messing with his ass, ain't it?
Oh, God. Look. You must have heard that descent. Look at my arms, dude. Oh, this.
Dude, I respect what these guys do.
Okay.
Like, they're in these situations, right? And instead of like reaching for a weapon or something, they're picking up the camera so they could get the content to show us. And I don't know if they're making it up, but I feel like, you know, when you go camping, you do hear a lot of crazy things out there. I grew up going camping a lot, you know, and a lot of the times it's raccoons, it's bears, deer, you know, whatever else the hell is out there. You never know, a mountain lion can come by, you know. It's dangerous. You got to make sure that you have a gun when you go camping. I feel like a gun is like an essential when you go camping. You're out in the wild. You don't know what's out there, right?
I got my backpack back on, and I'm booting on out of here. I just heard a sound. It's not normal. It's definitely not a normal sound, and I'm scared. I'm not gonna lie. It's probably about.
Immortally killed the witch by Dungeon Soup. Bro, I live in Australia. Come camping with me, mate. You don't live in Australia. Are you serious?
2 hours, 2.5 hours up. I checked in with you guys, so it would be around 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning, and that sound was not normal.
Shout out to Kick, bro. Shout out to Kick. Kick be showing love. Y'all make sure you follow me on Kick.
I'm getting out of here.
After the creepy noises subside, he changes his mind about leaving the cave and decides to spend the rest of the night near the entrance. A couple of hours later, he reported hearing hissing sounds that sounded like human voices.
That's fire, bro. Hey, should I start doing IRL streams on Kick? Would you watch if I did IRL stream? Like, to, you know, with the camera, go out in public with it. Would you watch?
But after walking around the cave, he couldn't find anything that could be making those noises. Aside from big animals, the worst thing that could have happened to Matt is to have come across a hostile squatter living in the cave, although it's unclear why anyone would want to live down there. Fortunately, he made his way out of the cave safely as soon as the sun rose, and never went back to that cave again. Roadie is a channel dedicated to off-grid living, in which the uploader usually posts videos about what life is like living out of his truck and traveling around the country. The videos are usually pretty cool, with an emphasis on the beauty of nature and independent living. But this particular video is a bit more disturbing than the rest. In December 2017, Roadie uploaded footage of an incident that took place earlier that year while he was car camping in a parking lot. At around 1:30 a.m., a hooded man started walking around his truck and taking pictures.
That's crazy, bro. But I feel like, you know, whatever's going on right there, it could be real, it could be fake. He could have someone with him to, like, act like you're messing with my truck. But, you know, you want to lean towards believing that it really is something tragic or a strange encounter, you know? Like, well, I could do that. I could go camping. I'm trying to talk too fast. I could go camping and, like, have someone pretend that they're messing with my tent, like saying noises like someone was creeping outside my tent. Oh my God, you know?
License plates.
Maybe, I don't know, not gonna lie, I came here to troll. B, you're pretty cool. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you. Yeah, I got a sense of humor. I got a personality. You know what I mean? You want to troll? I'll go along with it. You know, there's not. You're not gonna like get into my head. I love trolls. I love anybody that interacts with me and engages with me. Appreciate you
Because
being
the back
here.
of the truck where the uploader was sleeping was pretty much pitch black, the man probably didn't see anyone in there and continued to suspiciously walk around the truck for several minutes, unaware that he was being recorded. After a while, the man makes his way to the side of the truck and tries to shine the flashlight inside.
I appreciate you very much. Very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're pretty cool too.
Which is when the uploader decides to take action to protect himself and let the man know he's there.
If you watch this on YouTube, go follow me on Kick. CMoneyLows209. Same thing, you know. Kick, Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, X, whatever, everything.
Immediately after the uploader
Encounters,
bangs his
bro.
fist on the side of the truck, the suspicious man runs away. It's unclear what exactly he planned to do, but based on his behavior, it couldn't have been anything good, and he was probably planning a carjacking. Fortunately, the uploader was able to get away safely and spend the night elsewhere. Gary and
Yes, sir. After this video, we're gonna look it up because I'm recording a reaction video for YouTube. I want to finish this video.
Makar, a father-daughter duo from
got you, bro.
Scotland who make videos about their travels around Europe in their camper van. The videos are usually pretty wholesome.
Bro, that's fire. Look
But
at
in this
that.
particular video, Gary and Amica had a pretty disturbing encounter.
Damn, look at the
This
mountain.
footage
What
was
the
uploaded in
fuck?
March of 2023 during a trip to Tensmere Forest in North Fife, Scotland. As they were walking through the woods, Amica told her dad she heard voices somewhere near them, and after searching for a while, this is what they found.
We just stopped and had a look in these woods.
What the hell? Nah, hell nah. We live in Harry Potter level shit. Bro, I love shit like that. Like stuff that has to do with like shit like this. And like it gets you like, whoa, what the hell? And then it's interesting to watch because you know, people love to see this kind of stuff, and when you react to it, it goes crazy in a way, you know? But what is going on out here, bro? Like someone has all these dolls or whatever mannequins set up out there.
Look at how scary that is.
Like, why would you? What the hell? What do people do this for? Why would you put mannequins? I want to know. If anyone knows, tell me like in the comments. Why do they have mannequins set out here in the woods like that? Look.
Put the torch on. He's even more on the ladders.
Look at this. What is this? Why?
It's falling over. Look at the one on the ladders going up the tree.
Oh yeah,
What about the washing line over there to the left? Yeah, there.
Okay, why would someone do that? Is there a reason why someone would put mannequins out there? Does it like scare off animals or scare off people? People don't want you to go near where they live. What is this? Could someone tell me? I know someone has to know.
That is weird, isn't it?
one over there that isn't actually a person. There's a doggy there.
In addition to dozens of creepy mannequins dressed up in costumes, they came across some pretty unsettling paintings hanging outside the
Why would they do that?
I did some research and found several other channels that featured the strange cabin, but the only information I could find was that the mannequins and paintings were probably set up there at some point in 2021. It's unknown what exactly the purpose of all this is, but
whoever lives there is weird, bro. What are they doing? Like, why? Like, why would you do that? You have to have something wrong in your head. Like, I don't know. You don't want people to come to your house. What is it?
Set it up. We went through a lot of trouble to make it as creepy as possible.
Facts.
As
Creepy.
Gary and Amica make their way out of the woods, a car starts to approach them from the other side, and Gary starts to get a little freaked out. Fortunately, they were able to make it back to the van without having to cross the car's path. As of this video's upload, there have been no further updates on the creepy discovery. In 2018, a YouTuber named John uploaded this video to his channel Lost Lakes, in which he posts about his backcountry camping adventures in Canada. The video was taken at around 3:30 a.m. at a remote location west of Chapleau, Ontario, where, according to John, there was no cell phone signal.
Well, I am living every solo camper's nightmare right now. There appears to be an animal of some kind pacing around my tent. It's the middle of the night, and then around 3:30, I started to hear this pacing sound, and 45 minutes later, it's still pacing around out there.
Considering he was camping in a remote location in the black bear capital of the world, it's very likely that there was a bear or some other large animal outside the tent. Although it's rare for bears to attack campers, it has been known to happen. Other animals such as moose or wildcats can also pose a threat to campers if they ever feel threatened or provoked, and in those cases, a feeble camping tent won't offer a lot of protection against an angry 600-pound animal. It's much more common for people to be harassed by other people than by animals, but in this case, the footsteps don't sound very human. To maintain sanity, John shows his viewers the things he brought along on his camping trip to protect himself against animals, which include a hatchet, bear spray, and an air horn. Near the end of the video, he mentions his car is right outside the tent, but he can't find his key and probably left it in the car. But in the end, he slept through the night safely. He never found out what exactly was walking around his tent that night. Most campers will say
they're more afraid of running into
attention
ill-intentioned
people rather than aggressive animals on their camping trips, and this footage is the perfect example of why. Love Sundays is a channel run by a man named Sean who uploads videos of his solo camping adventures in the UK. In a video he uploaded in September 2022, he shows what happened one night when he camped on the side of the road in Cornwall. Technically, he wasn't supposed to be camping there due to parking regulations, so he made every effort possible to make it seem less obvious that he would be spending the night on the side of the road. Before the sun sets, he goes into his van and starts making dinner, making as little noise as possible to avoid unwanted attention. At around 9 p.m., he turns off the lights and goes to bed. Everything seems to be going just fine, but at around 2 a.m., Sean's night takes a pretty unsettling turn.
Oh, hell nah, bro. What would you do if he's really alone out in the wilderness or whatever he's at and someone starts knocking on your door? What would you do? Would you be out there with the gun on you? Would you open it, point it right at them? What you doing, bro? No, I'm playing, but I don't know. What would you do? I want to know. Let me know what you would do.
Okay, I think they've gone. They literally tried to get in the van. It wasn't just a knocking, they were trying their handle.
It's not uncommon for solo campers to be asked to move somewhere else in the middle of the night, especially when you're parked somewhere where you're not supposed to be. But in this case, it's highly unlikely that this was a police officer or some other person with the authority to tell them.
I would hope it's a
As
police.
in these cases, they would almost always knock first and announce themselves verbally. Once they have your attention, they'll ask you to leave, but they won't just walk up to a van on the side of the road and start trying the door handle without announcing their intentions. It's much more likely that someone was
trying to break into Sean's van. Luckily, whoever was trying to break in left after only a few seconds, and Sean wasn't bothered by them again. These kinds of encounters can be extremely disturbing, but luckily Sean woke up the next morning unharmed and was on his way to his next destination shortly after.
Damn. All right, y'all. That's that. I don't know. Just some, basically some strange encounters. You did? Like, subscribe. Haha.